Welcome everyone for our final series on mindfulness. And what I'd like to do is, reintroduce Pat for you. Tonight, we're going to talk a lot about mindfulness and gratitude. So how appropriate as we close off our last 8 weeks of these wonderful sessions and reminders of gratitude. So I will make you the host. Just a reminder also that this is being recorded. And if you should have any questions, to use the chat and to place yourself on mute. So it was great to meet everybody, stay connected, and thank you again, Pat. I'm going to thank you now. Over to you.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, and we'll just make sure everyone's muted. Perfect. Okay. All right, so as Dina mentioned, tonight is the last class of the series, and I did email out student evaluation forms to everyone, and thank you to those who have already completed and sent them back. For those of you that haven't, if you could take a few minutes, perhaps after tonight's class, and complete it and send it back to me. It's an essential part of my certification requirement. And I also really value your feedback. So if you could send them back, that would be appreciated. So let's take a moment to pause, to arrive here in this moment together. I'll invite you to gently close your eyes, or if you wish to leave them open, downcast them with a softened gaze towards the ground. Take a moment to feel your sit bones against your seat, supporting you. Feel your feet connect with the ground, supporting you. Take a few full breaths, sensing the rising, relaxing back of your lower abdomen, your belly. Inhale, belly rising. Exhale, belly relaxing back. Inhale, belly rising. Exhale, belly relaxing back. Following the inflow and the outflow. Inflow and outflow. And as you follow my voice, we'll begin with a body scan with the intention to soften and relax the body. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Gently begin to scan down, relaxing and releasing your forehead. Soften your eyebrows and eyes. Soften your cheeks. Relax and release your jaw. Relax your tongue. Soften and release through your neck and shoulders. Letting go of any tension or tightness. Soften and release your neck and shoulders. Soften and relax down through your triceps. Relax your biceps. Coming down, 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 soften into your forearms. Relax your wrists. Soften your palms. Relax and release your fingers. All the way down to your fingertips. Bring your attention back to the top of your head. Soften and relax your face even more now. Soften and soften more. Coming down, 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 soften and relax your whole chest. Soften and relax your whole chest. Relax and release your whole abdomen. Soften your belly. Relax your hips. Coming down, 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 soften and relax your thighs. Coming down, soften and relax your calves. Relax your ankle. Soften and relax your feet. All the way to the tips of your toes. Energy flows through a soft body. It's nature. When we soften and relax our body, still energy is released. Fresh energy is restored. Soften and relax even more now as you bring your attention back to the top of your head. Soften and relax down the back of your head, down through the nape of your neck. Soften and relax through the back of their shoulders. Coming down, 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 soften and relax your whole back. Soften and relax your buttocks. Coming down, soften and relax through your hamstring. Coming down, soften and relax your calf. Coming down to the soles of your feet. Soften and relax the bottom of your feet. All the way to the tips of your toes. As you inhale and exhale, feel your whole chest. Breathing in and out, feel your whole chest. Whole chest following the inflow and the outflow. I'll invite you to place a hand on your chest if that feels comfortable to you. Feel your whole chest and caring for a loved one or pet as you inhale and exhale. Whole chest and caring as you breathe in and out. Whole chest and caring, following the inflow and the outflow. Inflow and outflow. Feel the whole chest and being cared for by another as you inhale and exhale. Whole chest and being cared for as you breathe in and out. Whole chest being cared for, following the inflow and the outflow. Inflow and outflow. And as you gently open your eyes, I'll invite you to intend to stay aware and connected, mindful of your body as you listen. Last week, we added mindfulness of emotions with rain to our self-care kit. Tonight, I'd like to introduce mindfulness and gratitude. When I was reflecting on this class, I remembered my teacher, Tara Brach, saying, when we breathe in and allow ourselves to receive and be touched by life, our capacity to appreciate and give are natural. And I love that. So in that moment of remembering, I chose to pause and I focused my attention to look out over the lake. I stood and watched as a hawk soared and circled repeatedly before it dove towards the water out of sight. It filled me with such an appreciation of its beauty that I said thank you out loud. We're offered so many possibilities: a sunrise or a sunset, a full moon, a child's laughter, the light and unconditional love in our pet's eyes, smile from a loved one or a friend. Are we present to appreciate them? Or are we preoccupied? What has our attention? Are we focused on our own stuff? Thinking about what's wrong, or maybe complaining on what's missing or what's not enough? Fixated on what we're not satisfied with? On wanting things to go our way? Are we strategizing to fix things? Always on our way to something? Are we feeling anxious, sad, and stressed? All of this contracts our heart. There's no space to take in, be touched, and appreciate. We forget the big picture. Neuroscience shows that what we frequently dwell on, that's what our mind will be inclined to. So if we dwell on what's wrong, that will be our patterning. If you remember from previous classes, we know from research that neurons that fire together wire together. So how do we wake up out of this evolutionary inheritance, out of our conditioned patterning? With mindfulness and an intentional gratitude practice. We practice paying attention on purpose to this moment without judgment. We breathe in and allow, saying yes to the actuality of this moment. It doesn't mean we approve. Rather, it means we meet it without evaluation. We relate to it without any resistance, with a courageous willingness to be with it, without complaint, letting what's here be here. A guest of unease, sadness, whatever it is. We're the space for all of its energy to be as it is. Like the clouds that move through the sky, we observe as the energies of the thoughts and the feelings pass through. When we relax and become present, our hearts open. We're receptive to receiving and being touched by life. Intentionally practicing gratitude brings us presence. And when we're present, happiness and gratitude organically arises. Robert Emmons, perhaps the world's leading scientific expert on gratitude, says that gratitude has two key components. First, it's an affirmation of goodness. We affirm that there are good things in the world, gifts and benefits we've received. In the second part of gratitude, he explains, we recognize that the sources of this goodness are outside of ourselves. We acknowledge that other people gave us many gifts, big and small, to help us achieve the goodness in our lives. So gratitude is a thankful appreciation for what we're receiving, whether tangible or intangible. Did you know that practicing gratitude helps us to feel more positive emotions? Optimism, joy, pleasure, enthusiasm. It helps us to savor good experiences. It improves our health, reducing anxiety and depression. It strengthens our immune system and improves our sleep. Gratitude helps us to feel more resilient when dealing with adversity, with challenges of daily life. It also helps us to build strong relationships, connecting us to something larger than ourselves, other people, or nature. Research shows that when we're grateful, our left prefrontal lobe lights up and endorphins are released. There's a visceral sense of aliveness, a felt sense of happiness. So let's explore this. I'll invite you to gently close your eyes. Take a moment to allow yourself to arrive here now, aware of breathing, listening to sounds, opening to the feeling, the sensations of the body. Letting everything happen. Tuning in to directly experience this moment. Open, receptive to what's here. We can choose what we pay attention to and allow ourselves to be touched by it. Bring to mind someone important to you. Could also be a pet. See that person or pet like they're sitting in front of you. Mind's eye, clearly see them sitting in front of you. Look into their eyes. As you breathe in, let their goodness in. Allow it to touch you. Savor this experience. Let it fill your entire body. Let it fill every cell of your whole being. Sense your whole body. With this sense of fullness, as you breathe out, mentally whisper your appreciation to them. And then gently open your eyes. Mindfully, with this sense of fullness, take a moment to write their name and what you're grateful for about them. Allow it to be a spontaneous offering, letting that sense of fullness and your heart speak. Let's continue. I'll invite you to close your eyes again. Tune in directly to experiencing this moment, aware of your breathing. Notice where you notice it most easily, aware of your breathing. Listening to the sounds both near and far. Opening to feeling the sensations of the body. Letting everything happen. Open, receptive to what's here. Bring to mind another person or pet. Again, see them like they're sitting in front of you. Bring them into your mind's eye and clearly see them sitting in front of you. Look into their eyes. As you breathe in, let in their goodness, what you appreciate most about them. Allow it to touch you. Savor this experience of appreciation. Let it fill your entire body. Every cell of your whole body, let it fill. Sense your whole body. With this sense of fullness, as you breathe out, mentally whisper your appreciation to them. Perhaps thank you for being in my life. And then gently open your eyes. Mindfully, with this sense of fullness, take a moment to write their name and what you're grateful for about them. Again, allow it to be a spontaneous offering. Let that sense of fullness in your heart speak. So let's continue. We're going to continue with the natural world now. So I'll invite you to close your eyes again. And tune in to directly experience this moment. Aware of your breathing again, where you notice it most easily, whether the nostrils, the chest, or your lower abdomen, your belly. Aware of your breathing. Listening to the sounds, both near and far. Tuning in to sense the sensations of the body, allowing everything to be as it is, open, receptive to what's here. This time, bring to mind something from the natural world. Could be your favorite tree, birds, wildlife, sunrise, sunset, rainbow, stars, moon. Bring it clearly into your mind's eye. See it clearly. And as you breathe in, sense your heart appreciating it. Sense your heart appreciating it. Sense your whole body appreciating. Notice how your body responds to what you're appreciating. Now bring to mind another from the natural world. Choose something different. Bring it into your mind's eye. See it very clearly. Again, it could be a specific tree, birds, wildlife, sunrise, sunset. Could be how a piece of music moves you. As you breathe in, sense your heart appreciating it. Sense your whole body appreciating. Note your body's response when you're appreciating something. Now I'll invite you to bring to mind someone who recently thanked you. Bring to mind someone who recently said thank you to you. See them clearly in your mind's eye. The person who said thank you to you. And if you're able, see them like they're sitting in front of you right now, in your mind's eye. See if you can picture them looking into your eyes, appreciating you. Let yourself receive their words of appreciation. Sense and note how your body responds to being appreciated. Now let's explore some gratitude phrases. Mentally whisper the following: I offer my gratitude for the family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the safety and well-being I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the blessing of this earth I've been given. I offer my gratitude for the measure of health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the teachings and lessons I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given. Offer any phrase of gratitude that naturally arises for you. A gratitude phrase or phrases that resonates with you. Could be one we've already mentioned or one that naturally arises for you. Offer a phrase of gratitude. Coming back now, I'll invite you to gently open your eyes. Mindfully take a moment to write the gratitude phrases that resonate with you. Set your intention to practice gratitude daily. Choose how you want it to look. Writing in a gratitude journal, or writing a gratitude note or text and sending it, or maybe a gratitude letter or email, or starting and ending your meditation with gratitude. Some like to even have a gratitude buddy or buddies where you send 3 things you're grateful for each day. Choose how you want it to look. Pause. Breathing in, allow yourself to receive and be touched. Savor it. Sense the fullness feeling enough. Then breathing out, let go with a spontaneous offering, letting others know. Gratitude starts with one moment, one person at a time. We have no idea of its powerful effect. Remember, what we practice grows stronger. When we practice self-care becomes stronger. Mindfulness and gratitude, the next tool in your self-care kit. Are there any questions? Or anyone would like to comment on their experience with the gratitude practice this evening? Feel free to use the chat window for those that don't wish to be recorded. Anyone wish to share what their experience was like with gratitude this evening?
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Maydeen.
So for me, I had been practicing using a gratitude journal, and I've kind of fallen off the wagon. So I used to do it every morning when I woke up and just wrote down at least 3 things that I was grateful for.
Yeah.
And I find that in the last little while, me busying myself with life, trying to get things sorted out with a new business and school and things of that nature, I've kind of put that aside. So this was a great reminder to get back to that. One of the things that you mentioned was, what we pay attention to, kind of these were not the words that you used, but these are the words that are coming to mind right now. Kind of whatever you focus on is what you get more of, right?
Right.
So for me, I've been not sleeping well because, my mind is wondering or trying to figure out what's going to happen in the near future, and, things that you want or need to happen and change. So I think if I get back to this practice, then probably will help me to sleep better and just be mentally a little more stable, for lack of a better word, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I intentionally start my day before I even get out of bed.
Yeah, that's what I was doing before.
And it's the last thing I do before I fall asleep at night. I'll start my day with what I'm grateful for. I say three things, and then my feet touch the floor. I'm not even out of bed. And then the last thing before I fall asleep at night, I'll say 3 things that I was grateful for this day.
Okay.
And I do find, because it allows me, I take the time to let whatever it was touch me, and I let that fill me inside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that fullness feeling. It's such a sweetness that it's what really relaxes me, that appreciation with an open heart, that I get a great night's sleep. So I hope that helps.
I will try. Yes, I will
Yeah,
try to get back to that.
yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Anyone else like to share their experience tonight?
I just wanted to comment on what you just said, because I think I've done it before, like Nadine, I've kind of fallen off. But I think what you just pointed out I found that it was kind of becoming a bit of a mechanical,
Yep.
if that makes sense. Just but what you said about letting it actually experiencing it,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really key. So that it just doesn't becoming, okay, I've got to do this, think of 3 things and write them down. It's a bit more experiential. I think that would be
Yeah.
really interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
It feels like it would have more meaning.
Yeah, because it's becoming your direct experience as opposed to another check on the to-do list, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I
So
know,
thanks for saying that.
I know it was becoming mechanical for me when I originally started the practice. And then it was, when you open your eyes in the morning and I look and you can tell even with the blinds closed if it's going to be a sunny day or what kind of day it's going to be. And then it's like, but in that moment, we have no idea what's going to unfold. There's a lot of unknown for the rest of the day. So when I look at it that way, it's like, I wonder what adventure is awaiting me today, right? And it's a different felt sense feeling to begin your day with. And that's what I appreciate. So that's when I usually start with is thank you for this day I've been given, because I don't know what adventure I'm going to experience today. And it's like, gee, I wonder, right? And it's a whole different mindset and felt sense within. And that's what you bring to your day, and it has such a ripple effect. It's not to say that, we're not going to have guests throughout the day, because they still arise, but it's also, it's a nice foundation to begin your day and end your day. And it's allowing the body it's allowing yourself a direct experience before all of the other things in our life grab our attention. So it's that self-care in the morning and self-care at night. At least we're taking those moments for ourselves to be able to come back and become embodied in those moments. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Mary.
You're welcome.
Anyone else like to share their experience or use the chat window? Thanks. Okay. So tonight I want to be mindful and respectful of everyone's time. I just want to make sure that no one else wants to. I don't see anything in the chat window. Okay. So tonight concludes the second series of the heart practices. And I hope you will bring your self-care kit of mindfulness, compassion tools into your daily life. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to each of you for participating in the series and helping me to complete my practicum for my certification program. It's been a pleasure, and I've enjoyed connecting with each of you. And I'm grateful to Avanti Women for this platform and for their gracious support. So thank you, Dina, and I will say thank you to Harjot as well. Thank you for everything. And if you haven't already, oh, there's one chat here. Sorry, I just want to say, I want to thank you, Pat Wright, for an authentic mindfulness practice. We are grateful for you as well. Oh, thank you, Avanti Women. Thank you very much. And yes, if you haven't already, please take a few moments to complete the evaluation form and email it back to me. It is an essential component of my certification requirements, and I do value your feedback. I hope to see all of you again at future classes, workshops, and retreats. And I'll leave you with this Meister Eckhart quote. If the only prayer that you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. So I will pause to ask Gina if you would like to add anything before we close. If Avanti, again, I want to say thank you to Avanti Women for their graciousness.
Yes, I just unmuted. Yeah, no, I think that we're all very appreciative of your teachings and your insights, and that I think that we have now a toolkit that is something we can refer to over the last 8 weeks. So again, very grateful for that. And I think that I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you in person and practicing this, you know, in a retreat format, in a retreat style, an actual retreat.
Yeah.
I think virtually was good because there were little snippets.
Yeah.
And I think everybody enjoyed it because now it's a good time to get ready for bed. Well, for me. So I believe everyone enjoyed it. So thank you, Pat Wright, for your teachings.
Thank
And
you.
you know, thank you again. And we'll do this again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all again. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Pat. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Maydeen.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Good night,
Pat.
everyone.
Thank you.
It's Angela. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Good night,
Bye,
everyone.
Pat.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Good night.
Bye.
Be safe.
Good night.
Bye.
Be safe, everyone.
You too.
You too.